What is going on? Comic fam, welcome back to another special edition of Mrs. Bearded Reviews. We just finished season 2 of Lost. And if you know, we are doing a season by season recap of your thoughts on Lost.
Yeah.
And as previously stated, you made it through 3 seasons already before the rewatch, but
that was like, what,
6 years ago. And so we want to do it fresh, and we want to catch some of these thoughts and ideas in the moment.
Yeah, I didn't remember a lot either, so it's fine.
So here we are for our recap of Lost Season 2. Right off the bat, before I even ask you anything, like, thoughts, initial, like...
Oh.
You still digging it? You still liking where we're going?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's still exciting and mysterious and not too weird yet.
Not too weird.
Yet. I know, I know it gets weird.
Well, your big hang-up last episode, or last season when we did this episode recap, was that it got too weird, but then one of your favorite characters was Locke, and how, like, he was in tune with the weirdness.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
So, but you're still on board, and that's what I kind of think people want to know, is like, are you going to be on board all the way through, or do you start to say, okay, this is where I start to drop off, and you're like, I don't know if Lost is for me.
Oh, I'm still in it.
You're still in it. So we ended season 1 with them opening the hatch. We ended season 1 with Jin and Walt, Michael, and Sawyer going on the raft. Right. Locke was with Hurley and Jack and Kate opening the hatch.
Right.
And we got there. So initial thoughts, like, let's just talk the hatch then, because that's a big part of season 2. The raft, not so much. I mean, the raft, they kidnap Walt pretty quickly and blow it up. We saw that in season, we saw that happen at the end. What are your thoughts about the hatch?
It looks like a pretty cool place, actually.
You're like, I want to chill there. Like, that'd be dope. Like,
seems fun. Good music.
Good music, like 1970s records. You're like, yeah, good. You are ideal.
Yeah. So it adds to the mystery.
Yes.
Like all of season 2, I don't think you ever get answers, but okay. The mystery of the Dharma Initiative.
Yeah, the Dharma Initiative has these hatches and places throughout and like, what is this organization? Is that... Yeah,
and if it's even like a real thing, or is it all a mind game mystery? Is it all fake? Is it, was it there and then things got crazy and then, what's the situation and what's the guy what's his name that they locked up?
Oh, Henry Gale. You don't know his real name yet, but it's Henry Gale.
But he mentioned, like, whatever the one guy or him or whatever, who's that?
Oh, the one. Yeah, you're right. He mentions, I don't know if he officially mentions what the name of.
He just says, I think he just says him.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jacob, so we'll talk about that later.
Oh, no, they mentioned
I thought they did mention Jacob, because... Yeah. And they might not have, but we know it's Jacob. So kind of what is that character dynamic a little bit. So yeah, we got Henry. Before we jump into Henry, we opened the hatch. We got introduced really quickly to Desmond.
Yeah. I like Desmond.
I mean, and he has a brother. Brother.
Yes.
Where you running from, brother? He says, I wish someone has to have it on YouTube. Someone does a count of how many times Desmond says brother. We should have done that. We should have tallied it.
Those are my favorite moments. So, like, when he's looking at Jack, and he's like, it's like the aha moment of, I know you.
Well, because weirdness. You're also watching it going, wait a second.
Yeah.
You have that same aha moment. You're like, wait, we know it. Wait.
And there were a couple more of those in season 2.
Right.
Give us some answers on Libby. Mm-hmm. Why is she showing up in... Who is she with sitting in the restaurant? That with a different hairstyle.
Yep. She was in the restaurant. Who was she with? Talking with a different hairstyle. Oh, Desmond. She gave Desmond the boat.
Okay, so it's the boat, yes.
The boat. But then also she was in the flashback in the mental hospital with Hurley, and her and Hurley are kind of a thing in season 2.
Dead.
And now, we had a lot of deaths in season 2, and before we, I guess, get into those, we talked a little bit about Desmond.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, Desmond, and then we also got the tail end of the plane, so we met the whole, probably like 5 people from that.
Another magic moment, husband and wife, whatever their names
Bernard and Rose.
Yeah, gosh, that's like one of the
because all season one, Rose is like,
talking
he's
about
not dead. I know he's there, and because it's an interracial couple, that adds to the mystery. Like when you see Bernard, you don't think that's Rose because they never say Bernard.
And then he mentions.
He's like, "Is there Rose?" And they're like, "Wait, what?"
I just get chills.
You're like, "Ooh!" That's the beauty of Wash, right?
Such good moments. They really.
So you met the whole back tail end of the section, right? We had Bernard, Rose's husband. You had Ekko. You had Libby. You had Ana Lucia, and those were really the mainstays of. You had a couple others that kind of were there for a little bit, but Libby, Ekko, Ana Lucia, and Bernard were the main ones that we got from that tail section. So out of the 4, out of those, who were your favorite characters that we got introduced to from the tail end?
Bernard, you can't not like Bernard.
Ekko. Bernard, Ekko, Libby, or Ana Lucia?
That's hard. Ekko's mysterious.
He is.
He's just soft-spoken, he doesn't talk, and I don't know, it's just a little mysterious. Did they show up at the end? After they got blown up?
Who?
Ekko and Locke. Locke was there. Hold on.
Ekko's still around, yes.
They came back out of the...
I think... Yes, because Ekko...
They just showed up
They don't explore it, but, Ekko is still around, and so is Locke. We know that. So.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think they might have, but yes. So...
I don't know. Yeah, they're just kind of supporting characters, because you've already formed the relationships from the first season, and then these...
All right, so let's jump.
Two of them got shot.
They died outright.
Done.
So let's just jump to your least favorite character of season 2 is probably the newest person that we got introduced to, Ana Lucia.
Oh,
no,
my least favorite
of season 2. Tell me,
she was fine.
Okay, out of season 2 though, who was your least favorite character? Because you did not like
Michael. Michael is just annoying. Okay, I get it. His son.
You didn't like Boone, and you didn't like Shannon in season 1, and Shannon dies in season 2 here. So because Ana Lucia is the one that kills Shannon. Again, spoiler alert. We've told you this before. This is a spoiler show.
No, she's fine. She hooked up with Sawyer.
Okay, she did. But who's so?
Okay. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Who has the baby?
Claire.
She hasn't done much for me.
Okay. She hasn't done much this season. Though. They really haven't explored that.
So that's fine. So she's whatever.
Because I know Charlie was also one that you were like, man, but also Charlie has not been much this season either. They've really avoided Charlie and Claire this season. They focus a lot on Jack, Hurley, Sawyer, Michael, Locke, Kate, and then the new crew.
So
Saeed's probably picked up his role a little bit more here, and
I like Saeed.
And you get Jin and Sun are some side characters a little bit.
Which coming because they're like, okay, they're solid, pregnant. Okay, we're back in it with them. Okay, Michael.
Yes.
Annoying.
Yes.
Least favorite. Done. Get on the boat.
Yeah,
get out of
literally, the guy who's fighting for his kid,
get your son
who will do anything for his child. Forget him.
Okay,
let's.
Jack has also been very annoying.
Oh, this is a twist. We have not talked about this.
He's just his attitude. He's just
about what? Explain
everything.
Please
he's just
talk.
Kind of like a jackass.
Why?
I don't know.
He
doesn't come across nice. The Henry, whatever his name is, comes in and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing to him?" It's like, well, it's a stranger. You gotta lock him up. You don't know who he is.
You're getting mad at Jack for Locke and Saeed torturing him?
Yes, you gotta do what you gotta do. You're on a mystery island. What else are you supposed to trust everybody?
Well, yeah, but you're like, I don't like Jack. He's a little weird because he doesn't want to torture another human being.
He's been a little like, okay.
Okay.
But then he gets caught in the net with Kate.
So. And you like that.
He's back.
You like that. You like that. You're like, Okay. I'm surprised that you don't mind Ana Lucia as much, especially with especially with this revelation that you don't like Jack because Jack and Ana Lucia are here. Kind of.
She did annoy me quite a bit.
But you don't care as much because she's dead now. Is that what you're saying? You're like, whatever, she's done.
They all have issues, but.
Well, yeah, naturally.
I don't know.
So we've got the hatch. We've got the new people coming.
Yes.
We'll talk about Henry, Gale, and the others real quick here in a second as we wrap up. Where are you at with like the mysteries of? Because I know the mysteries kind of threw you off a little bit. You're like you didn't like some of the mysteries good, but some of like this could not happen stuff like
they
bothered
haven't
you.
Thrown in a lot of that.
Where are you at with like the button pushing in the hatch? Because they're typing in the codes that we saw early from. Like, where are you at with that?
All of that, Dharma, whatever.
Yep.
And the others. All of the mystery drives me crazy. Like I just want there to be. I want to know like.
So not a bad crazy, like you just want it because it drives you to want to.
No, but it's just like mind games. Like again, what's real and what's a game and what's the magnetic pull of where they are on the island and what's fake and what's all of it. Are the others. Did the others start everything, or are they just on? Are they just on the island? Yes. Are they there on purpose or on accident, or what is happening?
So we got Henry Gale, who was captured by Russo in the net.
Who his face? I can't stand him. Just look at him. Oh, I don't want to look at him.
He's one of those people like you see his face, you want to fight.
No, I just want. Yes.
Wow. Henry Gale, watch out.
He creeps me out.
Well, he is a creepy character,
he's very
right?
Creepy.
And like he has those moments where like
it's like soft.
He's eating like cereal with Locke and Jack, and he's like, "Well, I did draw a map, and if I was one of these others, I would lead them into a secluded place where my people could kill them." And then he does like that weird, like, "But luckily, I'm not."
Yes,
but he is like
the show, which is also like just the twist, like. What is it? Is it true or is it not true?
Right.
But then also the funny moments where they're like, we found the grave and we undug it. We undug it. We
dug it up. We uncovered it. I don't.
We dug it up.
We undug it.
And it was a man. It was not your wife.
And had his ID on it, named Henry Gale.
And here.
I don't know. Wow, super sleuth over here is like, nah. So you got the mysteries. You're annoyed with Michael. You're fine with
Michael.
Ana Lucia got rid of Shannon, who was another character you didn't like. So we're knocking out your characters.
Yeah,
you don't
but Shannon
like.
and Saeed, I like Saeed. So.
And then we had Hugo and Libby. Like, you weren't feeling it.
It's whatever.
Wow.
It's whatever.
I was feeling it, and Hugo tries to plan a romantic picnic on the beach that Saeed told him about, and he doesn't even remember to bring the blankets.
That's really, he just got.
And then Libby goes back to go get the blankets, and Libby goes, bah, bah, bah. Because Michael,
God, he's the worst.
Michael shoots Ana Lucia, shoots Libby, and then shoots himself in the arm and lets Henry go.
He's the worst.
So where are you at now as we're wrapping up this discussion? Like, I guess before where we're at, who are your characters? Who are your people that you still are invested in? Because you were like Jack, Kate, and Sawyer.
Yeah, those three. Those three still.
You know,
Jack might be third. Kate, I like Kate.
All right.
She's smart.
And Kate's the reason that started this whole relaunch because she's going to be at a Comic-Con in December.
Yeah.
So here in Columbus. So. You know what? Let's do this. We mentioned last episode that Jack and Sawyer and Kate is kind of like an Archie, Betty, Veronica.
Okay, yeah. Still is.
It is.
Ooh, they got caught in the net.
Who do you want? Do you want Kate to end up with Sawyer or do you want Kate to end up with Jack?
I like the triangle.
No, but like, who are you rooting for? Like, are you like, you don't care who Kate ends up with? Like, you'll be excited either way, or like, if one ends up with the other, you're like, yes, let's go. Like, are you like, I don't care. You want Kate to end up with one of them, and you'll be fine, or is there one you're like, I kind of want this one?
Like, you don't. I want to say Jack, but you don't get like his soft side. Like he's just. I'm a sad, angry doctor.
So you want Jack, but you don't want Jack. So you're just like, give me the love triangle right now. You want the love triangle right now. That's where you're at, and that's okay.
Sawyer, I don't know. You got the bad boy with the bad girl. Like
girls always like the bad boy,
but like the two of them, I don't know. Jack has kind of annoying,
But Sawyer hooked up with Ana Lucia. Does that sway you? Jack didn't hook up with Ana Lucia.
I mean, I would still go with Jack and Kate for sure.
All right.
But
so we end season 2 with Michael betraying Hurley and Jack and Sawyer and Kate. It has to be
just these people and nobody else, or it
and Jack was kind of on it, and Jack had told Saeed and Jin and Sun had planned to go, but whatever, the others were a step ahead of them and knew that, and basically told Michael to lead them to a different place than where he was telling them where they would be.
Right.
So, where are you thinking we're going with season 3? What are your hopes? What are some answers you want, or the things you want to figure out now? Because Michael and Walt have taken off in the boat.
Yeah.
Hurley is sent away to go tell the others, tell the survivors of the flight, don't come bother. And then you have Jack, Kate, and Sawyer at gunpoint on the dock.
Yeah, so like bags. what's the point of taking them? Those three, like why do you want them? What are you going to do with them?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
And then just more about the others, because the costumes and the different locations where they're pretending they have all these little shows of you open the doors and it's just the rock and kind of
why is there so much mystery and theatrics to them?
Yeah. Tell me more.
So there you go, gang. That is Mrs. Bearded Reviews Season 2 of Lost. Stay tuned for our next episode after we finish Season 3. We're crushing through this.
Watch some shows.
We're going to end this video and go watch some shows. So with that being said, hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.